I'm hanging out with my pal Tommy Rant right here. What's up? Now, I heard a little rumor from Strictly Business, Brandon Beretta, that you snore.
What?
That's what he told me.
First off, if that bus is paying attention to me while I'm sleeping, that ain't strictly business. That's strictly weird.
That's kind of weird, right?
I ain't about that. Where'd you hear that from? Him? Her?
From him.
Her. Yeah. Listen, Buster. Listen, Chooch. You got my number. You know the time. Slime time.
Careful, Brandon Beretta is really good at suplexing big fat asses, so he might get you back, but you've been losing weight, so.
You look great.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, thank you, Tommy Red and Slimeball Sage over there. I'm hanging out with the new NYWC Starlet Champion, the PPD herself, Kylie Alexa. What are your thoughts? Finally taking down Amity.
You know what? I will say, although Amity's a little crazy, a little scary, a little scream queen, she put up a very good fight tonight, and I was thoroughly impressed with Amity, and I wouldn't be surprised if there's a rematch down the road.
All right, you guys stole the show for sure. Amity, you lost the title.
Yeah, what do you think I'm doing? I'm getting rid of myself.
What do you mean you're getting rid of yourself?
This company doesn't need me anymore. They have Kylie Alexa. So I'm trash, and I'm gonna take myself out. Is that okay, Papa Dink?
Sure, whatever you want to do.
That's what I thought.
Man, I've never seen the side of her.
Here, okay, he puts out a post on Facebook that he's coming to New Jersey, was very vague about it, and then he shows up here and starts making his comments. But I don't understand. What did we do?
They're not comments. Those are public service announcements. And by the way, Mr. Flip Flop Fetsky, I was looking at your flyer for tonight. There's some very interesting language on there. And in case you forgot, I uphold authority and regulation. I go by the rules. And you might want to look at that flyer one more time before you accept all these tickets tonight.
What's wrong with my flyer?
I don't know. Why don't you look at it again? Why don't you read it? That's right.
Come on, I don't need this.
He was saying something about false advertising.
False advertising, I gotta show it. If people are buying tickets, look at this place is throwing in.
I asked him if he's got a permit for his table over there. He didn't answer me.
Of course not. Why? Because the commissioner, he thinks, you know what I'm saying, he's the state authority. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is getting unreal.
What's this tipping?
Yo, they call me Dank, the lyrical titan. Stepping in the ring, spitting fire, igniting. From the square circle to the booth, I'm dominant. Unbreakable spirit, call me the king, I'm prominent. Beyond the barricade, the podcast bumping. Real talk, no gimmicks, ain't no time for slumping. Grinding day and night, always something to prove. Elevating the game, that's the Dank move. Mic check 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining. Resolute, run deep, instilled the fight. Never back down, always standing upright. In the ring or on the track, same intensity. Delivering knockout blows lyrically. 1, 2, this ain't no illusion. Dropping truth bombs, causing a commotion. From the canvas to the charts, I'm climbing. Champion mindset, always shining.
Welcome to Beyond the Barricade. I'm your host, Papa Dank, and today I have a very special guest. As soon as I fix my very special camera, let me bring to you the one, the only, Tommy Price. Hi.
Hey, what's up, my man? Glad to be here.
Glad to have you on, man. Now, I kind of saw you briefly up here, if I'm not mistaken, during a show at Titan Championship Wrestling. Is that correct?
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? You know, as much as Billy likes to run his mouth, he knew to invest in his business. So he brought one of the greatest managers in all of North Carolina up to New Jersey. And if you go back and look at the footage, I think you can see that I did a pretty dang good job up there.
Okay. I mean, you were pretty entertaining.
Hey, I'm the best entertainer in the business. What can I say?
So you and Billy are like this, right?
I wouldn't go that
No?
far.
Okay.
I mean, if he got hit by a car, I wouldn't be too upset about it.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of extreme, though.
I mean, you say it's extreme. I just say it's business.
Wait a minute. Let me just go to this comment right here. What's up, Mr. David? What do you mean? How would him getting hit by a car have to do with business for you?
I mean, there's some people out there that like belong here, and there's some people that don't. And Billy falls in the other category. I mean, that's I mean, you see how he's been running his mouth on Facebook this whole time, trying to get me disbarred June 14th from the middle school in my area, in my territory. I mean, come on now. What kind of guy is going to deprive the fans of the most best looking, most energetic, most athletic manager in all of North Carolina? Like, business doesn't make sense that way.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that for now. Let's talk about how you fell in love with professional wrestling.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It really started out when I was real young. I grew up watching a lot of the old guys. I remember seeing John Cena when he was still the prototype, watching The Undertaker and Kane, Stone Cold, The Rock, everybody's fan favorites.
Right.
But what really made me love the business, and I might get some heat for this, is not because of fans, not because of the business itself. Plain and simple, my love of professional wrestling comes from I want to make millions of dollars and not work like the rest of these pathetic scum every day of my life. So
okay, so you think you've accomplished that goal yet, or is there still some work to do?
As Mark Henry said, I still got a lot left in the tank. I'm not even chipping the iceberg yet. I'm still riding the surface.
We're gonna bring up a comment from one of our fans watching the show. He said, "Tommy, you're not Post Malone." Yeah, I said what I said. Do you feel that you're like Post Malone?
No, I don't. I get that all the time. I mean, I guess he sees the cowboy hat and the gorgeous beard that obviously he can't grow, so he likes to try to throw little jabs at me. But I like Post Malone. He has some really great music out there. I would love to share a beer with him one day, but I don't see the resemblance.
Okay. The Arsenal is watching us on Instagram. What's up? What's up, bud? How are you?
He might need a manager. Who knows?
He might need a manager. So tell me how you got involved in managing. Like, where did you go learn how to be a manager in wrestling?
So, I guess I had a kind of a weird start than most people probably do in this business. I was, funny enough, a late dear client of mine, Mr. Mark Hazard, rest in peace. I just got out of the military. I was sitting at home. I didn't really know what I was doing. All of a sudden, I see him going to a wrestling show up in Latta, South Carolina. I shot him a message and said, "Hey, man, I'd like to come check y'all out." He basically got me in for free. I asked him what I needed to do to be a part of the show. So I didn't become a manager right away. I actually started out running sound for a company. Okay. And then I became a Roman cameraman. Then I became a hard cam guy. And then I slowly started getting clientele as I was coming up, Hater Worldwide, Mark Hazard, Big Tat. So those guys right there, they kind of really just helped me get started into it. And, what can I say? I got the gift of gab. I'm really good at speaking. I'm really good at getting under people's skins. I don't think I do, but you don't get death threats for no reason. So that's what got me into my managerial position is basically, I was just a guy that didn't know what he wanted to do, but I did know that everybody deserved to hear me and see me.
Okay. Just want to put this out there. I'm not condoning death threats against anyone.
Oh yeah. Listen, don't worry about it. These hillbilly hicks ain't gonna do nothing to nobody.
All right. Daniel says, "Tommy, if you were to come to Memphis, who would you love to go against and why?" Ooh, Memphis. Okay. We love Memphis here. Memphis.
Well, I'd have to check around because, I don't really know too many people from out that way. But if you're saying if I came down to Memphis, who I would want to work alongside of, I would love for my client Grizz to take on somebody such as like Matt Riddle or Matt Cardona, even Rhino for chance. I just believe that, if you have the best of the best in your hands and I get the opportunity, I only want to put my client against the best. And I just believe that all those individuals, they dedicated to their craft. They are constantly getting better and better. Even as the years go on, they're just upgrading themselves every single day. Every time you see them, they're doing something else. So if I came to Memphis, hey, y'all feel free to reach out to me. I got me and Grizz. We ready. We can be going.
Okay.
Don't worry. We won't break the bank account at first, but come bring us back. We'll make sure. But yeah, there's multiple people. I'm willing to work with anybody.
Gotcha.
How about y'all tell Memphis who y'all want to see Tommy Price come up there and work with, and tell them to reach out to me.
All right. Jimmy says best manager in wrestling.
Hey, listen, Jimmy knows what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? He's telling the truth right there.
Gotcha. All right. Angel says, what's up, Tom? I'm surprised to see you on here. Where's your grizzly bear?
This guy's always trying to follow somebody. Look, Angels, I'm sorry. Angels likes to try to get under my skin every chance he can get. And don't worry about where Grizz is. He's preparing for June 14th when he goes into that middle school and he takes back what was wrongfully taken from him, Angels. Just know that. Don't worry about where he's at.
All right. Robert says, who was your favorite manager?
Oh,
that's a
plain
good one.
and simple. Heads down. The guy that is still going to this day, Paul Heyman. He's simply one of the all-time greats of all of managing ever.
Really? Okay. I thought you were going to say Jimmy Hart, to be honest with you.
No. Jimmy can't touch Paul on a mic. That's all I'm going to say.
No. Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I just see that, man. Paul, Paul's really good with those witty comebacks, and he can whisper, and everyone hears him.
Scotty Dow says, my boy, Tommy Price.
Hey, what's up, Scotty, man? Good to see you, bro.
What's up, Scotty? How you doing, buddy? Wow. Really? Paul Heyman, huh? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who would you like to manage if you had the chance to manage in the independent scene?
In the independent scene, really, as much as they've been a thorn in my side and as much trouble as they have caused me, this is actually a two-way answer, because one of them, unfortunately, life's had its activities and they've separated. But my top choice is Quick City Assailants, Mr. Aaron Matthews and Mr. James Turner. As much trouble as they have given me throughout my career, always seeming to, just when I think I got them down and out, them stupid idiot fans gets in their heads and they somehow pull off the miracle and take off the big dogs. Those are who I would love to manage that are currently still together. Now, if by some chance miracle happened and there's a little tag team that was running around called the New Age Villains, Mr. Nathan Cross and Mr. Ryan Dempsey. I don't know if you ever heard of them, Papa Dink.
I have not, but go ahead.
Yeah, so yeah, those two guys, once again, they caused me a lot of issues down here in North Carolina, but unfortunately, Mr. Nathan Cross, he's still going strong. Ryan has decided, it's best for his family. He wanted to take some time away, build his family up, have some kids, which is, hey, to each their own. But those two are the two tag teams that I would love to work with and love to manage. I believe that we can travel and make a lot of money together and make a lot of husbands mad and a lot of wives very satisfied.
Okay. Well, let's talk about June 14th, right there. Dad's Day, devastation and destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about it. What have you got to say about this event?
Well, if anybody's been paying attention, Billy Speckles trying to keep me barred from the building because of my actions when I went up there to New Jersey. And I guess just for the fact that he doesn't like me for some reason. And, as you see the guys on the card, they got a lot of great talent coming down from New Jersey. We got a lot of great talent here in North Carolina that's going to be coming up, showing out. You got Angels. You see you got Blocks coming in. You know, you got my man Grizz. We
Joey
got Bobby.
Conway.
Yeah, yes, sir. We got Bobby. We got D'Angelo. We got Sammy. We got Adam. We got the guy like the nickname Seth Rollins. You know, there's a lot of great talent that's going to be here. You know, I'm highly recommending, even though I won't be there. You know, I highly recommend anybody that's in the area. Heck, even if you got to travel all the way down from New Jersey, you know, come out here, support the show. The guys are putting a lot of time into this. You know, my home promotion, Atlantic Coast Wrestling. You know, they're working alongside Titan. It's
Oh, Billy's here. How'd you get in here?
I have that unlimited link, buddy. I can go in on any one of them.
All right. What's up, Billy? How are you today? You all
What
right,
is that
Billy?
on his head?
It's a hat.
I appreciate the marketing, the advertising, Mr. Tommy Price. And yeah, you know what? I'll make you a scholar, buddy. But that doesn't change the fact that you just won't be there Saturday. So you can market as much as you win, and I do appreciate it. And you know, it'd be you know, follow us on IWTV. You can watch the show.
Listen, Billy, I've made it perfectly clear to you. You can keep trying to do what all you're going to do. You know, I've already told you, you better have the police department on standby. You might as well go ahead and call the National Guard. Because simple fact of the matter is, there's still a week away before this show happens.
You're
a
right.
lot can change in that time. You know, people can
My
get
feelings
sick.
won't.
I mean, screw your feelings. What can I say? Screw them. No one cares about them. All right. Plain fact of the matter is, there's a lot that can happen within a week's time. Brakes can get snipped. Car accidents can happen. People can get called away for work. You don't know what's going to happen. So for you to keep on making the statement that I'm not going to be there, it's not making any sense to me.
So we're gonna go off of you know, once upon a time. We want to do fairy tales. I'll indulge you with fairy tales. See, once upon a time there was a podcast, and the podcast was so horrible that I've been listening to that it actually made me want to work for the competition, the same competition that still says you sleep in mommy's bed. However, so we're going to go back into fairy tale land, and let's go into fairy tale land. And once upon a time, motor vehicle accidents happen, and brake snips, and what we're going to say we're going to do, and what we're not going to do. And yeah, that may work for you, my friend, but I don't live in fairy tale land. I live in reality. No. I live in reality. When I say somebody's not going to be in that building, however, okay, as much love and respect that I do have for Mr. Angels, and you know what? I get it. He maybe is still a little ticked off of me from when two worlds collide. I understand that, and I've been working very hard to mend that bridge. Atlantic Coast is very much involved in you know, devastation and destruction. In fact, you know what? I'm even going to go above and beyond Mr. Angels, because if it wasn't for Mr. Angels, we wouldn't even be having this show, because it's Mr. Angel's ring. It's Atlantic Coast ring that he graciously allow us to use.
Whoa. Hey, let me stop you right there. Whoa, hold on.
That's not fairy tale. This is real.
That's not Atlantic Coast's ring. I want to let you know this right now.
Who's that?
I'm the top dog there. I am the cornerstone of Atlantic Coast Wrestling. That is my ring, first and foremost.
You manage Grizz.
Yeah, the most dominant superstar there is.
He just lost his title.
No. Bobby cheated to win the title when he had that stupid mayor distract me and put me in a chokehold that almost crushed my latrix.
Oh, so what you're saying is, let's go back to fairy tale land. The big bad manager who's saying this is his ring, his company, he runs the world, is now making excuses that a mayor of a town caused his quote unquote client to lose his title.
Yes.
I don't know, Papa Dank, and I know you've been around a while, brother, and you've been around Titan. Have you ever heard these type of excuses. And
No.
we've got some powerful people here. We've got SP, we've got Harry Targinian,
Yeah.
we've got we've got some real powerful people here that are extreme mouthpieces. We listen, they go for it, right? But they don't make excuses. They come back and they whoop some ass. They don't live in that fairy tale. And I'm putting you on a pedestal, Mr. Price. I mean, I really am. And I appreciate all the marketing. But yeah, man, I don't know, brother. I don't know. And again, like I was saying, mending that bridge with Mr. Angels, and he definitely understands the fact that you just won't be there, and that's cool where Grizz gets his opportunity. So, so we're gonna make this even better. We're gonna make this better because see, Mr. Angels and yourself and everybody else that well, you won't be there, but everybody else that will be there, they're gonna see Grizz versus Bobby B without any interference, without any interruption, without anything to prevent that heavyweight championship match going array. So I think it's a phenomenal thing. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. So I want to see for myself. So there won't be no mayors, and there won't be no Mr. Tommy Prices, and there won't be flying pink elephants and Lilo and Stitch, and I don't know what fairy tale else y'all having down there in North Carolina, but there ain't gonna be no Indians, and they're not gonna be none of that stuff. I mean, you got the hat on for the cowboy. We'll go for that, but however, there won't be. And I'm sure it'll be a great match and start to finish, bell to bell. I think it'll be a real clean match, and we're going to see who really is the Atlantic Coast Heavyweight Champion.
You're talking a lot of smack about my client, who you're talking about losing belts and everything.
I didn't talk smack. I talk facts.
Whoa! I'm speaking right now.
Oh,
so let's just go ahead and focus the attention on you, because see, Billy, I respect your business, man. You have a lot of great talent. I respect them.
Thank you.
But you don't know what you're doing. First off,
I've been told that before.
No. Let's be very clear. You took a guy that had so much potential to be the greatest thing in all of New Jersey and all of New York, and you pressured him. You wore him down so much that PJ lost his title. And now what? You've allowed a pot of gold like PJ to just step back from the business? No. You see, if PJ was down here with me, he'd be riding that wave. He'd be having more gold than just one. So first and foremost, I say that to say this. Obviously, you're not very good at business decisions. You don't seem to know when you have something working and when something's going good. You like to snip it, kind of like your hair got snipped. But don't worry, Bill. Billy.
much like your balls did on this last show. But I digress. But see, you want to bring up? Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. I know. There's a Red Baron out there that holds them, but we'll go past that. We will go past that. However, you want to bring up PJ Savage, just like Anthony Gangone, just like Steve Mack, just like Johnny Moran, and just like many of other Titan top stars have carried this company from start to finish. Do they need a break? Absolutely. Do they have family lives? Absolutely. Do they have shoot lives? Absolutely. So again, I've been told, hold on. I've been told my business decisions sometimes ain't all that good. You're right. May not be. There's times I throw things at the wall, they slide down. There's times I throw things at the wall again, they stick. Man, I run with it. I got a hell of a team. I got a hell of a company. But the one thing, Mr. Tommy Price, for all those little companies that you jump around on, and out of all of them, the best one you got is Atlantic Coast, and I got nothing but respect and love. I do. I want to see Atlantic Coast go all the way up, or I want to see them reach and achieve. In fact, I'll tell you what, even though Angels might be a little mad at me, but I opened up the door to a Titans home saying, Angel, bring the East Atlantic Coast up to New Jersey, run an Atlantic Coast in New Jersey, keep Titan out of it. I want to see you succeed. I do. But see, when we're talking about business decision, 5.5 years, over 70 plus shows. I think I've done all right. So I guess my bad business decisions, sometimes, the silver linings, we get through them. We do. But nothing's snipped. Nothing snipped. Because I still hold my balls, brother. I still got them.
Hey, listen.
And that guy that's standing right there, Papa Dank, sitting right there, man. He'll tell you. Because there's been a lot of situations with me. It's like, God damn, you do have a set of balls. You absolutely right. I do. So, my friend, whether it's the state police, whether the National Guard Armory, and I'm sure you guys know them, Laurinburg, Rockingham, beautiful towns. We're excited to be in LB. And I'm sure they got one too. I suggest you call them and say, I want to get into this building, because there is nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, that is going to allow you to get into that building. Nothing. It is a Titan show. Yes, it is in conjunction. We are featuring Atlantic Coast. We are. But see, I got good friends in Angels. I got a good friend, Scotty Dow, YG, right? I am good friends with Joe Locklear, the outlaw renegade outlaw. Because I'm no good friends with these people.
Well, obviously your friends haven't been speaking to you, because I highly suggest that once you get off of here, you give them a little ring and you ask them about me. That I'm gonna tell you the same thing that I've told everybody else. I've had my career on the line. I've been barred from business. I've been barred from towns. The same thing always happens. Billy, get this through your head. I get you got a thick skull.
So it's a repetitious thing. You're barred from everywhere.
Yeah, and I still show up because you have friends. Just know my friends are a lot more powerful and a lot more sneakier than yours are. Hey,
you got mad at a fan throwing water on you. You pouted.
That's because he got AIDS. I don't want somebody with AIDS to throw water on me. I'm not trying to get sick. I'm a clean individual, okay? Y'all might be used to that up there in New Jersey, but down here, we take a little bit of care of ourselves, all right? Let's just get that straight first and foremost. And guess what? You say that, but the fan didn't do that again. Because when they look in my eyes, just like every single body else, just like I'm eventually going to make you do, you're going to see exactly what I am. You're going to see that I'm not playing. This ain't some shoot. This ain't some work. No, this is coming from me. I take this hat off. I take this jacket off. Everything I say stays the same. All right.
So what you're saying is you're going to make me a believer. That's what you're going to make me. You're going to make me a believer in Tommy Price, who, by the way, this ain't a work, this ain't a shoot. Then what the fuck is it, right? So all right. Clearly you don't know how to promo yet. We'll teach you. We got time. Okay. We got time. So, but we'll get around that. I can work with anything except for you on June 14th in LRB, but we're not going to work that day. But I'm going to indulge you. I am going to work with you a little bit. We're going to get you going. However, okay. So you're going to make me a believer into you, and I want to see it. Hopefully you do, actually, be considering that. Shoot, I just don't like you, and I don't like what you stand for, and I don't like your arrogance, and I definitely don't like your character. But I've liked other people before, and I've worked with them, and actually I love them now. So, there is that. What is that thing on Dumb and Dumber? 99.9% chance, maybe, right? So there is a chance, right? I'm sure you're familiar. But if you're going to make me a believer, well, God damn it, you better make me a believer. Because the second I disbelieve, like this little fairy tale that you got going on right now, the second I disbelieve, it's a shut door. It's a burnt bridge. The second you burn a bridge, it's always a burnt bridge. It'll never be repaired. You've got one shot. Make me a believer. However, it won't be on June 14th. So I hope you
see, Billy, you obviously haven't done your research on me, man. Like, and I'm not going to fault you for it, because if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to pay attention to them either. So, I mean, I'll respect you on that sense.
Okay.
But let me make this very clear to you. If you haven't looked at me, you need to go back and do a little bit of research. All right. It doesn't matter where I go to. It doesn't matter who I'm alongside. It doesn't matter if you give me the guy that's been jobbing out for 8 weeks straight and losing a single match. Guess what? When I come in, there's a little thing called the Tommy Price effect. I make everything better. When I came up there to your little crap hole of a town, guess what I did? Then people didn't know me. Then people's never seen me. They ain't never heard about me before until I cut that promo. Guess what I did? I had them going from booing one of them illegal convicts that you somehow let get into your building, but I mean, hey, poor security is poor security. And what did I do? They ended up cheering for him. The same guy that they were just hating the match before. So you say I can't cut a promo. Listen here, my guy. I'm all about promos. My words flow like water. Anytime I speak, everyone listens. So let's just get that straight off. Don't you ever disrespect me like that again, because I slap you so hard your mama will feel it.
My mom will feel it. Okay, well, that's cool.
So I don't know if you need to
coming
go
from
back
the guy
and
who
talk.
still sleeps with his mommy, but okay, that's fine.
Hey,
I'm not talking
listen here,
negatively.
bro.
I'm talking about. I'd say, listen,
Whoa.
the Red Baron told me, but we'll go past that. But I like it. I like the tenacity. I like the spunk. Looking forward to it. I do. I like the spunk. Look, Papa Day. Look how mad he's getting. That's great. I love it.
He's getting
I
a
get
little
pissed off. Make me a believer. The second you make me a believer, I'm always a believer.
You're right, Billy. I'll give it to you. You're right. Some people, it's better to show them than tell them. So this is what I'm gonna do. Enjoy your show. Enjoy your show Saturday. I hope you have a great time. Enjoy your show next Saturday. I hope it's a great turnout.
Thank you.
Just know you done got put on the list. And it's very hard to come off of it. There's only 2 ways off of it. Either you quit the business or you get put down. I'm going to let you decide which one it's going to be. Oh, Scotty,
that's easy.
Oh, Scotty, don't worry about it. This ain't going to be no Civil War. No, this
hold on. That's great, because we call that a Wednesday in New Jersey. I get that anyway. That's Monday through Friday, 24 hours, 7 days a week, and twice on Sunday. So those threats that you're giving me in North Carolina, brother, that's promises. I get that by 2:00 in the afternoon on a Wednesday.
Oh, hey, listen, the difference between me and all them other people is they ain't got the gall to back it up, nor the money. You see, I always got a briefcase full of money, and you'd be very surprised at what even the most loyal guy would do for $50,000. But hey, Billy, let's not get nasty in here. Papa Dank's been kind enough to ask me on here. I don't know how you got on this thing.
I have an unlimited link, brother. I go on any one of them I can.
So you snuck your way in here because
I don't have to.
You just needed to boost yourself. Hey, listen, Billy, I get it, man. I make everything better. Coming here that these little dweebs that are watching, these little people that ain't got nothing better to do, they're going to be so invested in this, trying to figure out what's going on. It's smart on your part. But hey, listen, I know and you know that Tommy Price is best for business. And you'll come around to it just like you came around the last time when you wanted Tommy Price to come up to New Jersey. It's all fine, Billy. I forgive you.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
We're going to have a little chit chat.
I'm sorry. I was just tired. Papa Dank, I'm going to dip out.
Okay.
It kind of looks like that. What's that one from?
I don't know.
Can you do that? Oh, that wascally wabbit. Anyway, I'm going to go. Tommy Price, it was good. Thank you again. I appreciate it. It was really good. I look forward to seeing you in a different month. But
go stub your pinky toe.
I did. Hurts like a bitch. I cried.
Thank God.
I did. I grabbed my stuffy and I went to bed.
Papa Dan, let's get him out of here. Get him out of here before I get you canceled.
Remember,
He's
very
really
canceled.
starting to get on my nerve.
People have tried already. Right, Billy?
Goodbye, Papa Dang. See you later.
See you later, Billy. Wow. Some harsh words between you and the Titan CEO himself, Billy Betsky. I mean, according to him, you're not going to be there June 14th.
Yeah, I'm definitely not going to be there, Papa. But maybe you should come down too, and have your camera rolling. Is all I'm going to say.
Oh no, I'm busy that day. I got stuff going on. All right. Tommy, I will have to continue this another time. Let everybody know where they can follow you.
Hey, listen, everybody. If you want to keep up to date with the greatest manager in all of wrestling history, you want to keep up with the best looking guy, you want to give your wife, girlfriend, spouse something great for the holidays, just go ahead and follow Tommy Price on Facebook. That's the only place you're going to see me because I don't have time to deal with his other stuff. Reach out. You'll see me, Atlantic Coast Wrestling. Maybe not in June, but maybe in July 4th, you'll be seeing me pop up where we actually put on a great show.
All right. And speaking of Titan, this Saturday, Titan Championship Wrestling has Seaside Showdown 3 at the Beachcomber Bar and Grill. It's a free event right on the boardwalk. You're not going to want to miss that. And on June 14th, we got Devastation and Destruction Dad's Day. It's going to be quite the show. Don't miss that show if you can. Lot going on. Up here in New York, we got a women's show happening July 12th. Right here, and we just signed for our promotion over here, Rising Star Women's Wrestling. Abaddon herself making her first Long Island appearance and one of the first appearances after leaving AEW.
Hey, wish y'all all the best on that one. Hopefully them ladies go out there and kill it. Definitely, there's a lot of talented ladies on there. I've been paying attention to y'all's card. Y'all have a super lot of great female talent coming in. They can probably teach some of these guys a thing or two.
Super talent right there. Layla Hirsch. Mercedes Martinez is the special, actually not even the special, she is the general manager of the whole event. As you can see, we have a lot of talent. Aaliyah James was in NXT UK, right? Gabby Ortiz, she was on Monster Factory up on Apple TV, and many other stars coming to Rising Stars Women's Wrestling. Get your tickets now on sale right now at NYWC Pro Wrestling.com. And this Sunday is the first WWID showcase with all the prospects coming to NYWC this Sunday. Here's some of the talent right there. Marcus Mathers, who I've gotten to meet and talk to, and he's definitely top tier, that guy. Ricky Smokes, another one. Brad Baylor. Oh my God, the list goes on and on. Hey, Sean Legacy, the new Evolve champion, right?
Jackson Drake. Very talented guy. I had the opportunity to meet him at my promotion when we was running it. Hey, Jackson Drake, congratulations on the championship. Can't wait to see what you and Javon do. Hopefully they put y'all two back together. Hey, make North Carolina proud.
All right, good stuff indeed. Tommy, hold on for a minute. Everybody else, yes, I'll be back with Cadison coming up in a few short. Have a good night, everybody.